Revenge films.
Around 20 years ago, I stabbed someone. I was still a minor, the victim survived, and it was self-defense, so I didn't go to jail or anything. But if something like this happened today, it would be all over the news, that's for sure. Who did I stab? My own father. He was an alcoholic asshole. He was selfish and got violent when he drank. He beat me and my mom every day. It was a cold day in February. I was in 8th grade. It was payday, but Dad took all the money he got and left in his car. My mom looked kind of sad, but I didn't think much of it. They got in fights all the time. I guess I was pretty used to it by then, but that night, something terrible happened. It was around 9 p.m. Mom came running into my room and said,
"We gotta go."
We ran into the mountains behind our house. Why so late? It was so cold outside. I had a bunch of questions, but I could tell that this was an emergency, so I obeyed. I was pretty sure it had something to do with Dad. My mom was shaking pretty hard. When I asked her what happened, she took a deep breath and started explaining things to me. That night, Dad was out late. Mom was getting worried, so she went out into the driveway. There, she found him cheating on her with some other woman in the car.
Oh!
She flipped out, grabbed a rock nearby, and threw it at his car window. Then she ran back to the house and got me. Soon enough, we heard Dad screaming around the house. We could hear him breaking the windows. Mom never snapped at him like this, though. I guess she had it up to here with him. Normally, you'd think that the neighbors would wake up and call the cops or something. But with him, this was the norm, so everyone was pretty used to it. Plus, they were scared of him too, so nobody called the cops for us. Mom said,
"Let's stay here for a while."
But when I heard my dog whimpering, I knew I had to do something. I ran back to the house. I went back to the house and found Dad screaming, "Where's your mother?" He was turning red from rage. My dog was laying next to him, struggling to breathe. That was it for me. I jumped on him. But he used to wrestle and I was still a kid. He threw me within seconds. He must have been frustrated about his car or something. He kept hitting me even after I went down. Then Mom came back to help me. She tried to fend him off with a stick, but it didn't work. He threw her to the ground and started kicking her. I tried to help her, but I was beat up pretty bad too. As I struggled to get up, Mom started coughing up blood. But he just kept going. I was so mad at him. I went into the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and tackled him with everything I had left in me. I don't remember exactly what happened after that, but I stabbed him in his side. Dad fell to the ground, struggling to breathe. I stood up, helped Mom stand up, and ran from the house. My dad yelled at me from behind. "You little shit! You're not getting away with this!" But he couldn't get up. I looked back for a second, but I turned around and ran off. We couldn't stay in the house with him around, so we stepped outside. Fortunately, it was around 10 p.m., so the neighbors were still up. "Help! Help! My mom needs help!" I cried out for help. The neighbors came outside and saw us. "Dad beat up Mom! She's unconscious!" I told them what happened. They called 911 for me. I told the paramedics what happened and told them that my mom needed to see a doctor right away. The paramedics saw my bruises and said, "You should come too." So I followed him into the car. The police came and asked me some questions at the hospital. They asked, "Did you stab your father?" Mom woke up and explained to them.
"He was just trying to protect me."
After seeing my cuts and bruises, he understood the situation. Still, I had a knife in my hands and was covered in blood. So when he asked me, "Did you stab him?" I had no choice but to say yes. The police went back to the house to look for my dad. They found him on the ground near his car. He was pretty hurt, but he survived. Mom was beat up pretty bad too, but she made it as well. Her relatives all rushed to the hospital to see how she was doing. Her dad, my grandpa, was furious. "Why didn't you tell me anything?" I was shocked to hear that. It was just the three of us at the house, but her parents lived nearby. So if she wanted, she could have asked them for help. At the time, I couldn't understand why she didn't. But maybe she didn't want to worry her family like that. She cared for them very much. After that, I got taken to the station and they questioned me for about 3 days. But thanks to eyewitnesses and evidence of abuse, they ruled that it was in self-defense. They let me go. After Mom got out of the hospital, her parents helped us move out of the house. My parents got a divorce, and Mom and I moved into my grandparents' house. Everyone at my new school heard about what happened. They were all sympathetic and tried to make me feel better, but I just didn't want to talk about it. And I was scared about Dad. What if he comes back and tries to get revenge? We had family and relatives nearby, so we felt pretty safe, but still, you never know. Fast forward 20 years, I got a call from a nursing home. My dad passed away. My dad died a few years back. He got a stroke and got dementia from drinking too much. I'm not sure what kind of life he had after that incident, but I don't think he changed much. I just hope he didn't cause a lot of trouble at the nursing home. But I heard somewhere that when you get dementia, you get less violence, so... Then we got a call from his parents. "There won't be a funeral, so don't worry about that. Just wanted to let you know. Now we can finally live in peace. Come by the house when you get a chance." Turns out nobody wanted anything to do with him, even his own parents. Even after 20 years, I still have nightmares about what happened that day. But now that he's gone for good, I think that's gonna change. Mom seemed kind of upset though. I was kind of surprised. I'm not proud about what I did. But at the time, I was just a kid, and there was no other way to save my mom and myself. By the way, I never told anyone about this. I think this will be my first and last time. And now that he's gone for good, I just want to forget about all of this and move on with my life.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.